Hey guys, we have a special treat for you today. You know, we are infamous for our random tangents, and we were able to make a episode out of this tangent on the Joker, Folie. Deux. Let's get into it.
So, musicals. How do I say this without being mean to you?
Is it gonna be an episode of just
Of just you, just me sitting here like this.
No, it's just like people. So, Wicked in particular, I saw this story. I read this story not so long ago before Wicked was released, and there's like you can really, really tell. And I've seen TikToks all over about it.
Mm-hmm.
You could really, really tell somebody's upcoming and the way they were raised, and the things they did or didn't have, based on how their reaction is to Wicked.
Interesting.
And who they see is the protagonist, who isn't the protagonist.
Oh, okay.
It checks out.
It says a lot about that person.
Yes, it
Okay.
says a lot about that person, and I it's one of the reasons why I like musicals is because you can get lost in the music. Some people can get lost in the sauce, but I can hear the story through music, and that's something I've always been. I mean, I grew up around musical theater, so that's why it works for me.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of emotion and parts that you just can't get from normal dialogue.
Correct. Here's the thing I will say about musicals. I think what the musicals I don't like are the ones that are like super cheesy with it. So the ones where songs don't really do anything for the story, or it's just a song break for a song break's sake. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like,
yeah, you're talking like Glee, right?
Right.
It's
Shit
over
like
the top.
that. Shit like that.
Right, High School
that's-
Musical, over the
right.
top.
That's
Right.
the type of musicals I can't stand. But then there are certain musicals like Grease, Crybaby,
yeah.
Wizard of Oz,
West Side Story,
all those
Hamilton,
right?
you
All
know.
of those where the singing isn't just for singing's sake, where like you said, it says what the dialogue can't.
Yeah,
That I can deal with. That I actually
it
kind of
tells
like.
the story
But
in
I
a
haven't
way that
seen
it,
many is my point.
like if you rewatch For the Do with that intent, looking at it for them telling the story in song.
I disagree with that. So here's my thing. Joker Folie Deux, the issue I had with it is, for me, it leaned more towards song, for song, not to deal with the story. You, on the other hand, you saw those songs, like you got the story.
I got what they were trying to
and
say.
I get
yeah.
that. There were certain parts where I'm like, this song is completely unnecessary. It could have just been told with dialogue, in my opinion. For you, that's a different story.
Yeah. Well, because that's what a musical's for.
Correct. I don't know. I guess
did overdo it.
for me, I think it was just, I think in Joker Folie Deux it was just overdone. It was way too many, it was just overdone.
It was a huge swing. I didn't expect it to be a musical, but I understood what they were trying to do.
Well, we've always known it was going to be a musical ever since it was.
Well, right. But like, why the Joker of all fucking movies? Yes, I get it.
I felt like for me with this movie, they're like, all right, we're going to make it a musical. And then they just went fucking hard into a musical. They're like, this is 100% going to be a musical. There's no mistake about it.
Beginning to end.
Yeah, dude, it's like they're fucking, it's gonna be a musical in every sense of the word. It's just like, okay, like take out half the songs, and I probably would have liked it a lot more. Like there were certain parts where they were singing, there was no music; it was just a cappella, them singing literally what they could have just said. I'm like, why are you fucking singing this? You could have just said it. Those are the parts where I was like, all right, you're overdoing it.
But it's two insane psychopaths. That's
understand
how
that.
their minds work.
The other issue I had with this is, so you already know Harley and Joker are my wife and I. That's our thing, right? We love these two characters.
I agree that this is not a good iteration of
correct. This
Harley Quinn.
movie switched their dynamic, and I don't fucking like that. The whole point of Harley and Joker's dynamic is that Joker is the one manipulating Harley, and that she's the one that's all goo goo gaga for him, and no pun intended because Gaga played her, but But she's the one who's all love struck by him, and he's the one manipulating her. But in this movie, it was flipped. Harley was the one who wasn't really psycho, and she's the one who's lying and manipulating him to be the Joker. And
right. But it's because she thought that was the Joker.
Right. But that's not their dynamic.
But that's not the Joker.
Correct. I get that. And that's probably why I did not like this. Because it's not the Joker I like. It's not the Joker I love.
You don't know which Joker you like.
I do.
There's the clown.
I definitely don't like
comedian.
the red herring Joker that we got in this one.
I get you.
You know what I mean? I think that's probably my main issue with it. The singing aside, I didn't like their dynamic. It's just not my Harley and Joker. Maybe I just couldn't get over that. And that's probably why I didn't really like it. Yeah,
because you're like the person that doesn't like their food to touch, and now that your mac and cheese touched your chicken,
you don't like
and you're fucking, I'm over this. I don't want this. And you just threw a fit after you see that.
To be fair, I knew that coming in, and I was like, I'll give it a chance. Like I said, I did not...
Well, you didn't know that she was going to be the...
Correct. I did not know that, but I knew she wasn't going to be the Harley that I'm used to.
Right.
And I knew he wasn't going to be the Joker I was used to. So I went in with an open mind, and then I saw it, and I'm like, not for me. Don't like it.
I liked it, but they overdid it with the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if they took out a third of the music, it would have been a better film.
Okay.
With some more dialogue.
Yeah.
But
so that was our Joker Folie review. That you guys just bonus fucking content.
But they're crazy people, and they fucking
made sense for
they're all
for
Fruit
what
Loops
the
and fucking Nutella with bananas.
Yeah,
I
get
which
it.
makes no sense.
I like that it was the startup of the Joker.
Well,
it made it seem like I like that.
The ending. I love the ending.
I will agree with you. The ending was really good.
And then
the only part of the film I liked.
Yes, this is the Harley, but I feel like having the startup of the Joker, this Joker seeing how the character Lady Gaga did, that's why the Joker was looking for a version of her, and that made her into Harley.
Okay.
That's how I saw it.
He could have saw that Harley and be like, I want a girl like that.
That's my Harley.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I'll tell you this, and I know I'm not the only one that felt this way. This movie was the only time I've ever been at a movie theater and seen so many people uninterested in the fucking movie. The entire row in front of us. Correct. But that still doesn't change the fact that this movie did not hit. Like I saw so many people either asleep on their phones. Like the one guy in front of you kept fucking opening his phone like every 5 minutes.
And he had it on the most brightest setting, and his screen was cracked, so the light was shining through the crack of his screen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so annoying.
Two couples in front of me got up and left at different times. They didn't even get to the climax of the movie. I'm like, that's how you know this movie didn't hit.
And mind you, the whole row in front of us were a bunch of fucking 22, 23-year-old yahoos that have no idea what a musical really is supposed to be.
They were probably expecting another Joker, like the way the first Joker movie was, and they were sorely mistaken. But anyway.
And they were probably just getting drunk, and they're like, hey, let's go see Joker. Okay, cool, let's go see it. And that's how they decided to go see it. They're not casual. They're not even casual watchers. They're not. And they're definitely not fanatics like how we are.
Yeah, it definitely didn't help that we went to one of the later shows. So that's probably that probably had to deal with the fact why so many people were asleep. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But people leaving.
At 10, and then you're like,
yeah. So, but that I've never been to a theater to see that many people uninterested.
And the music was like so soft.
There were definitely some lullaby songs in that fucking movie for sure.
If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Also hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all our new episodes and more.